Hi everyone, welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies and build update number 3 of the Revell 69 Pontiac GTO. There was a lot going on this couple of days in the shop, and I'm telling you, these guys have been busting their behinds. But for right now, let me get them out of the way here, and I got them everywhere. And we'll talk about what we did, because we did a whole lot. Let me move the body out the way here, move the pups, and let's start. I'm going to just push everything this way. We're going to bring the frame in first, and I'm going to zoom in here if I can. And I will do my darndest to try to keep everything in frame tonight. So the frame, like I said, I sprayed the whole thing with like a semi-gloss black, which was really a mix of semi-gloss and flat, and the semi-gloss overtook the flat and left that. It looks really good, the semi-gloss. And then last night we came in and we painted everything flat black with just acrylic flat black, and that makes that frame look a lot nicer. The steering, I came in with gunmetal, or I'm sorry, not gunmetal, I even have it marked over here, with metallic gray. I like the look. I did it in here too. That's going to give us a nice little offset of color in the front. I think it'll work out real well. The back, like I said, now you can really see it. I made the little fuel fill line. That'll pop a lot more once this gets painted. I'm going to paint this with flat aluminum. Nice straps on here. They really are going to show up now. So I also did a little bit of the metallic gray on the steering box on the top. Just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of look from when you're looking down this way. I think it looks pretty good. Remember, we got the steering linkage and everything inside the car too that we got to deal with. So I haven't done anything with the inside of that yet. Next on the agenda here is our exhaust. I drilled the tips out and cleaned everything up, got it painted flat aluminum, panel lined it, and that's as far as we got so far. I haven't even test fit it, but I wanted to make sure that I got all those seam lines off of here that really just show up big time, you know, around everywhere. And every time you do it, you'll always find an extra one that you missed. But I think I got it pretty decent here, so we can move forward. We are going to weather the bottom of this. It does get driven to the show, but that'll be down the road. So let me move that. Let's look. I haven't even done this yet, so yeah, that's going to look really good there. I'm happy with that. It'll lay down good. I might have to tweak the exhaust tips a little bit so they lay flat, but like I said, this is just sitting there. No, they're going to look good. Check that out. I did find out, I talked to a bunch of mechanics, and I found out, let me get my finger here. I found out the reason why this one is smaller than that one. And it's all about the sound. That's the only reason, is it gives it a different resonance. So as the exhaust runs through, it gives it a different pitch when it's running. And that's the only reason why that one's smaller than that one. So that is pretty cool. The seats and the door panels and the interior, I can't be any happier with how these came out. If they were covered in leather, to be honest with you. What I did here is I started out with, I'll pull this right up and in your face. I started out with that semi-gloss mix, painted the whole thing with that. Then I came back with German gray, and I very lightly dry brushed that. and I let that dry, both of them dry overnight each. So we're 2 days into that. Then I came in with my black panel liner, and I did the whole thing with black panel liner. That brought the gloss up just a little bit in that German gray, and it also filled all the lines a little bit deeper and darker, so that now I have light on the top and then dark in the creases, just the way it's supposed to be. And then for the chrome pieces that burn your back in the middle of the summer when you come back from the lake, that's just the Tamiya's Chrome Silver X11. But it was way easier than I've ever been making it. This is the first time I've done it like that. I've never really liked the way my black leather seats came out, but I'm really tickled with this. Very happy with how this came out. All the way around. Both seats, the back bench, same thing. Gives it that little worn look. Here, let me try something here. That might help a little bit or not. But it gives it that dry look. Not dry look, just weathered look. So it's not like it's just soaked with Armor All. The interior panels, I did the exact same thing. And then when that dried, I came back with my silver pen, my gel pen. This was a Hobby Lobby special like forever ago. And you can see how far down it's gone. So there's still a ton of life in this, and I bet you that's 3 or maybe 4 years old now. I got gold, that silver, and the white died instantly. I'm sure I've told everybody that 40 times. But I just went around all the chrome on the inside with that. I haven't done the carpet yet, but I did do the leather in that on the column. I went around last night, and because I was afraid that I would bump that off, I used the chrome silver and my 4-aught brush and painted the chrome around the pedals. I saw a bunch of them online with the chrome pedals, so we're going with that route. And I really like it. The back seat, again, I couldn't ask for that to look any more like leather than it did. So I am very happy. I forgot to paint the window crank on that side. Now, in the end, look in there and see if I remember to do that or not, because I'm done painting tonight, and see if my brain just kind of forgets about it. All right, next on the list is the dashboard. I'm not finished with this. I still have the decals to go, and I have to figure out, let me turn this back on, and I have to figure out how to chrome the rings on there, because they are really lightly chromed. But what I did here is, this was already painted black. The first thing I did is I came in here with my number 2 handy dandy pen, 7mm or 0.7mm pencil, I'm sorry. I sharpened it, came in, and I squared off the glove box. Not too, it doesn't jump out at you like if I use panel liner or something like that. And 9 times out of 10, whenever I use the gray panel liner, it goes whoosh, and ends up everywhere when I try to get it in the corners here. But what I did do, though, is the air conditioner controls, the heat controls, and the 2 vents, I did use my gray panel liner with that. I can dig that out here. It's nice and close. This is called dark gray. It is dark gray. It just doesn't look it because it sat overnight. You got to shake the snot out of these things before you use them, because that stuff does settle down in the bottom. But that looks really good. I like that. I've tried to ring them with chrome, and I've tried to do all kinds of stuff, but that panel liner just kind of went in there and filled everything up, and then I came back, and with the chrome silver, I painted the controls. bang, and I was done. Now my radio, I dry brushed the top of these, filled in this section where the dial and everything is, and now my plan is to get some clear green and put that over it, but I want this to dry for a couple of days before I do that, because it seems like that clear green pulls up the chrome silver a little bit. So that's why that hasn't gotten the chrome or the green on it yet. This is wood grain, and what I did with that is it was already painted black, so I looked on my list of paints. I reached up and grabbed the first one, and this is red brown. And I did that the last time too, and ended up picking the red brown too. So I think that's what I'm going to use for the dark wood grain. And it's subtle, and when it's turned up this way, you're going to have a hard time seeing it anyhow, but it looks really good. And then the knobs, I just painted the chrome silver, and I think I am on my way to having a pretty darn decent looking dash for once. This is like the fourth time that I'm happy with my dashboards. Usually I'll do something and just end up with like a silver line diagonally across it or something stupid. But so far, without jinxing myself, I like the way it's coming out. And also, the mold is deep enough to where I can do a good job. So thank you, Revell, for doing a decent job with the mold. Even the key worked out real good. So I am going to do decals in here, and then I am going to use my gloss. It's way over there. I'm not going to reach for it. Gloss Mod Podge. I'll use 2 coats of Gloss Mod Podge on there before I do anything else after the decals. And that'll give them that glass gauge cover look. And we'll be good to go there. The clear green will dry gloss. So that'll already show the part, but everything else, like I said, I can bring this up right in your face, and it came out pretty good. As good as I can do. Now for getting into it, I wanted to paint my rims. That black with the chrome around the outside, but it's the more I looked at it, the more it's not chrome. So in the LA Awesome, they went. This is a Q-tip stick with the blue tack holding these on, just so I can spray them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spray them gloss black. I'll let that dry for 2 days, and then I'm going to come back in, and I'm going to spray them with the green stuff. And I found with that green stuff, the chrome spray, if I spray too much of it, it looks perfect flat aluminum. And that's what I want to do with this, is I want to make that look like the, or not flat aluminum, but like just a shiny aluminum. And that's the whole goal. And then I'll come back with either black or dark gray, and I'll paint everything else in. And then we can come back with the Maltol pen and do the lug nuts. So that's why they're white now instead of chrome. I painted one of them totally, and well, the more I looked at it, the more I hated it. So it got chucked. Next is the engine. And I detail painted the engine. I did the fuel pump, the starter and everything, just like I always do, the Fram oil filter, and I think I already showed you all that. But then just about an hour ago, I came in here and I panel lined everything. And I'm telling you, there's really good detail in this. All the way up to the head bolts are on here. So if I didn't panel line that, I would have never saw that. The transmission's pretty bare. Not a whole lot. You got a couple of levers for linkage, and that's about it. So the engine block is looking good. The air cleaner, remember it was semigloss black. I came back with German gray and painted the foam on there. Next, I took rubber black and I painted the vinyl part of the shroud rubber black. And I'm going to do that for underneath the body too, or underneath in the engine compartment. It really looks like that vinyl look. So I'm happy with that. And then I just hit the radiator cap with chrome silver. I will put a little gold dot in that after it's in the car so I don't wipe it off. My Rochester carb, they really did a great job molding this. I haven't drilled anything yet for the vacuum advance or anything like that. But for just the way it is, I think the only thing I am going to do is drill holes for the vacuum advance and leave this thing alone. I will run a throttle cable off the back of it, but man, they did a good job. I really like it. So as long as I remember to put it on the engine the right way instead of like the one that I put on backwards. And then there's the alternator, just like they all are. They worked out really well. Panel liner really makes everything pop. So we're good to go there. And this blue tack really does stick nice. This is I got the blue tack at the dollar store or whatever, and it comes in a little package like this. That's all there is to it. But it's sticky, and it separates well too. So, and if it sticks, I just take my tweezers and pick it out. So there's that. And now I have to thank John. He's a real good friend of the show and on our Facebook group. And he does a whole bunch of really good work. But he's also a taxidermist. And he was talking back and forth about his clear coat that he uses. And I'm telling you, I am done using Quick Shine. I will put a link down there for both his email, and I'll try to find where I can get this. But look at the shine on that. This is acrylic. Easy peasy. It went down in less than 4 minutes to paint everything. Just bang. That's only one coat. I really don't think I need another coat. Alexa, stop the alarm. The hood came out good. The roof came out good. Everything it laid down so dang nice. So, and what I used is this Lifetone Hydro Mist. This is for taxidermy. And it's a water-based coating for professional taxidermists. This is 200 gloss top coat. He also sent me a satin, which I think will be really cool for like my car hauler trailer and things like that, where I don't want that high gloss, but I do want to get a rock hard finish on it. Easy as directions that you can use. It's already pre-mixed. I sprayed it at 20 psi with a 0.3 millimeter Mobius airbrush. Cleaned with water. I used my airbrush cleaner on it. I even tried to brush it onto a spoon. And check this out. I went both ways because it says you can brush it or spray it. But I'll tell you what, spraying it is the way to go. But can you tell me which spoon I brushed? Seriously? Are you kidding? There's no polish. There's no nothing. That's just right out of the bottle. Boom. So John, you are my hero, buddy. So I will put that in down below in the description, right up top. But dang it. It's acrylic. It had no smell. None. I did wear a mask, because I always wear a mask when I spray. But other than me getting some dust on it, because when I moved from the other side to here, I wasn't thinking, and the little box that I put over top of my stuff when I spray must have had some dust in it. So I did get a couple of pieces of dust on there, but not enough for me to strip this down and redo it. It's good enough, but shine all day long. Now I'll put my decals on, and I'll probably put one more coat over the top of the decals to seal them in. But yeah, it's literally sprayed easier than my Quick Shine does. It came out more, I don't know, it just sprayed better for me. And again, 20 psi straight out of the bottle. I put a little bit in, a little bit went a long way. So that much is going to last me years, because I'll still use the quick shine to do my glass and stuff like that, but this is going to be for when I want that super gloss. And I don't always do a super gloss, don't get me wrong, but when I want it, like this car needs it, so it's got it. And John, thank you again. And with that, I'm going to let everybody go. I think I've bugged you enough for tonight. You all have a great day, a better tomorrow, and thank you again for watching.